Good day, everyone. Alice here from Safi Financial Network. Today is March 10th, 2023. Here is S&P 500 daily chart. And today we had NFP report, which is kind of like more than expectation. However, everyone is just paying attention to Silicon Valley financial institution, which they announced like kind of they're, due to lack of liquidity, they're going to announce themselves bankrupt. So stock just 62% down yesterday after market and just put a pressure, lots of pressure to financial institutions and especially regional banks. So they're gonna liquidate with next month or so. So is this gonna be the question for the market? Is this gonna be the story of Lehman Brothers? They just announced bankruptcy and the bear market in 2008 just accelerated to the downside. So we will just talk about this in this video. So first of all, welcome to the show, weekly analysis, weekly chart. And this week was ugly, ugly, ugly week. Whatever you want to slice it and dice it, this is ugly week. We expected this one. If you just follow my previous analysis, we just mentioned that March, especially months of March, second half of the March is gonna be brutal for the market. It's gonna be best and worst in any case that you want to say. If you're bearish, it's going to be best for you. If you are long-term investors and you are with me and patient for waiting for long-term buying opportunities somewhere around here, again, this is going to be the best opportunity. But if you are buying here, or if you are buying here, or even in this rally, when you are just going down all the way, we will get back to FANG stocks and individual stocks, you will be just in bloodbath right now. And the question is market is coming back up within next year or so? So we will talk about this. So momentum wise, we just confirmed the bear reversal here. We are going down. So possibly second half of the March, I'm just expecting this one is coming back to oversold condition and then getting back to bull reversal for a substantial move to the upside. So this is based on my analysis. And also we have got SMA 200, which was defended last time in October 2022. Right now we are getting back here. So this is going to be the pivotal point. But today we had a very, very huge sell-off. So here is, let me just refresh it. Here is the after hours and 174 million shares traded for SPY, which is S&P 500 ETF. This is a brutal, guys. So since the beginning of this week, we had like over 1 million shares traded, just except for March 8th, which is Wednesday, we have uptick. But yesterday and today, we just see downside accelerated, and right now we are just seeing this one is coming back down. So weekly chart, we are just confirming for the bear momentum. So bear momentum is gonna continue. The first target is going to be here. The second target is going to be here. I believe we are going down there. So some people are saying possibly we are getting back to this area, 3200 to 3400. Again, that's going to be low possibility, but there is going to be a possibility, which is going to be low, low, low. And the fourth one, which is going to be the cycle acceleration or progressive cycle to the upside. And that's going to be the fourth low. And then we will get back to the rally possibly to somewhere around here by end of this year. I'm just bullish in the stock market after this low. Let this move happen and let it just go down, and then we will back to the market easily. So this is a weekly chart. So we are expecting this one is coming down. MACD is just selling signal, is just triggered right now. So we got into the bear custom somewhere around here. So if you remember, even I was bearish the entire rally. I was bearish, and I told you guys this is just a relief rally. This is coming back down. If we take out this pivotal point, any pullback is going to be selling opportunity, at least to get to this area. So next 2-3 weeks is going to be interesting. Next week we will have CPI number on March 14th, Tuesday, and also quadruple, the first quadruple option expiry, witching option expiry for the first quarter of 2023 is going to be next Friday. Lots of institution game playing happening. So just be careful on that one. Moving on to the daily chart. Here is the daily chart. You see the ugly sell-off is happening right now. So we are coming back, pull back to this area. So market just retracing back up. So this is kind of like very, very typical price action. We got into this area. So I said this is gonna be possibly the sizable uh, pullback. So I mean by sizable because of this pattern is forming possibly to this area. So we're due for a bounce and then coming back down, or it's kind of like mimicking, consolidating, forming ending diagonal for the spike rally. Again, the time period is going to be by end of the March, so we should just be careful about this. Just because weekly still is a bear momentum, I know daily we are getting back kind of like a two over sold condition, the fast line. So we are just waiting for all lines are getting there. Even this one, IMI, I'm just waiting for this signal, something like this, something like this. And when all indicators giving me buy signal, and above all, we need to have confirmation from a price action. We need to get back to the long position. Right now, I have like a 20 days to get back to the long. The only one that I just emphasize that, hey guys, just buy it, buy it, buy it is TLT. We will get back to that one. But this is a nice weekly sell-off, daily sell-off, and anything that you want to slice it and dice it. We got into A wave, B wave, and C wave is not completed yet. So C wave can go all the way down to here. So just bear with me with that one. Moving on to Nasdaq, just because the bigger picture is here. So moving on to the weekly chart. Here is the weekly chart for Nasdaq. So we got just bear signal last week, and right now we are just confirming Nasdaq is not that ugly, similar to S&P, still above this, but if we get below this SMA, so it's gonna go all the way down to here. So folks, just be ready for that one. Nasdaq weekly is giving us a nice signal. Still, it's gonna accelerate to the downside, possibly to low 11,000. So right now we are at 11,883, but low 11,000, that's going to be at a possible scenario. We have got lots of good supports here, 11,700. Weekly chart. So on Monday, Tuesday, probably you will see a bounce. So this bounce is going to be just a bounce. Again, the sell-off is going to happen after that. So next week is going to be option expiry. I'm not sure if it's going to be super bearish or super bullish. Probably it's going to be just a neutral week for the next week. So moving on to the daily chart. Here is the daily chart. Oops, my chart is broken. So here is the daily chart. Roadmap is coming along nicely. We got into this pivotal point. This is a very, very nice supportive area. So expect that the bounce is coming back up. Nothing is wrong with this. Probably again Monday, Tuesday we will see a bounce, but this one is coming along to here. So if stock is coming back down to this area, that's going to be great buying opportunity in my idea. So again, I'm just kind of like a carefully, cautiously bullish on this. I'm just waiting for this one to get back to this area and over to this area. So we'll see how it goes. It's not going to be certain here, but I'm just looking for the phasing and pattern and timing, everything at the same time to see if we get back to this area. Stochastic wise, we are in no man's land. Divergence, kind of divergence in MACD, so let it form to the downside, and RSI still is not in the oversold area. So this is neutral indicator wise. This is very, very neutral. Not a bullish, not a bearish, but you know that the bigger picture is bearish, so I'm just waiting for this one as well. So moving on to Dow Jones, let me go to Dow Jones weekly chart. This is very interesting just because Dow Jones is the one is getting back to the bear bull reversal. So that is very, very important. Dow Jones is the best, I would say. If we get to this area, which is 30,000 to 3,100, this is SMA 200 in Dow Jones. That's going to be very, very important level for the Dow Jones. If we get there, that's going to be fantastic level for buying opportunity. This is going to be in later part of the months or stretching just early to the April. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to daily chart. Okay, this is the Dow Jones daily chart, and we had a nice sell-off today. So we're retracing back up just because this is a pivotal point, very technical level. So let me just clean up a bit just because we had enough here. So we engulf this pivotal point, we are going down, so the next one is going to be here. So if you want to just point out for yourself, this is going to be the next one, which we just got into it and retracing back up. So any pullback and then engulfing to the downside, which is coming to this 31,000, I believe that's going to be the area, to be honest. That's going to be the area for possible bottoming scenario, or if it is stretched out to the downside more and more, so you will see a gigantic, nice reverse QM pattern to the upside. So this is ideal scenario for buy. To be honest, I don't wait for here. I start buying from here. So if you get down to here, folks, I will buy some Dow Jones stock, even going to like a Dow Jones ETF as well. So that's going to be a good buying opportunity. But I will go with some healthcare names, some banks, some good names in Dow Jones, especially because that's going to be a good area. Then I will deploy and accumulate more if it goes down. So I still believe in market. I'm bullish in 2023 for the market. I know everyone is saying, Ali, are you crazy or something like that? But 2024 is going to be different story. We're just talking about the 2023, and this is going to be the story for this year. So moving on to some individual sectors, here is the yield. 2-year yield smashed down. So that's why gold and bond goes up. So when 2-year yield goes down, that is a very, very warning signal for the market. I know when yield is going up, everyone is saying, okay, we were at 5%, still Federal Reserve is behind the curve. Now if Federal Reserve increase 50 basis, so let's say Federal Reserve increase 50 basis, that's going to be 4.75% interest rate, which is going to be above yield. And Federal Reserve for the first time since 2020 crash is going to be above the yield or ahead of the yield, which is going to be very, very good potential setup for the recession. Why? Because these are the steps that we need to follow. Let me just go and show you something very, very interesting. So here is the yield curve chart. So when we are below 0, that means we are into recessionary period, and recession is coming with the next year or two. So yield curve went to the 0 when July 2022. So we had this before. Let's say April 2022. So April till now, it's going to be 1 year. So we didn't have any recession since last year. So next 12 months is going to be average. It's going to be the recessionary period. So that is signaling for recession is coming, and possible scenario is going to be rate is going to stay at the top for 6-7 months. Then Federal Reserve is going to smash the rate down just because there is a recession on board. And bond, which is TLT, just accelerating to the upside. And bond is going to the upside, and it's not waiting for the Fed to pivot. Bond is signaled itself. Look at the TLT here. So TLT just smashed up to the upside fantastically. This is the gapped up, going all the way up. Pressure on the buy side was great, so we should expect this one is getting all the way back up there. So there is a gap there, so potential reversal or consolidation is coming. But if we see this one is going all the way up there, so that's going to be fantastic buying opportunity. Again, I just deployed money, to be honest here, guys. I told you I'm buying TLT around this area, and I'm gonna deploy more if it gets there. It didn't. It just gapped down, gapped up. So this is an island gap here, reversal pattern, fantastic reversal pattern. And look at here, is another gap there. So two islands at the same time at the very, very crucial bottom here. So that's very, very interesting. And if you see another gap up on Monday, so that's gonna be scenario for the bulls. And if we get a pullback or something, we're going all the way up to the 130, 130 to 130, 140. So that's my ultimate level for TLD, which is gonna be 25 to 30% for a year. That's going to be amazing. When everyone is going down, TLT is going to outperform the market. Gold had a substantial move to the upside. Kind of disappointing for me just because I was waiting for here, but any pullback, I would say it's going to be buying opportunity, folks. Gold make its bottom here. So this area is the bottom for now. If it take out this pivotal point, it's going to go down there, but I'm not sure even if it gets down there just because gold, silver, precious metals are on fire now, and they are going to have possibly all-time high or close to the all-time high by May, June 2023. So very bullish for gold, very bullish action. There is nothing wrong with chart. This is a nice W pattern to the upside. We just triggered weekly candle closed positively. Fantastic positive flip-flop to the upside. This consolidation in weekly flip to the upside. So we should take it as a benefit of doubt. And gold is getting back to the upside move. I believe this is going to be upside move. Any pullback would be buying opportunity. For bears, you want to take out this pivotal point to get there. For bulls, you want to have like a pullback and getting back to the upside. Possibly the third low, the third higher low is going to be buying opportunity. Crude had a positive day today. So crude is still in this consolidation range. It's poising, consolidating. So look at the consolidation. Either breakout would be substantial move to the either break. If it breaks above this one, it's going to go all the way to 100, which is going to be my case, my inclination. If it goes down, it's going to go down to 61 to 63. I believe crude still had momentum to $80, so that's going to be great buying opportunity from here to $80. Stop loss would be below this low because if it gets down and close below this and close below this, it's going to go pave its way to here. But if it goes above this and still here and consolidates here, that's going to go to 84 to 91. So that's going to be a good setup here. We'll see it's boring and lots of people don't want to take that. So here is the VIX. Look at that. So I told you VIX is going to smash up every bears when it started, it moves. Look at that. So shadow goes all the way up to 28. This is my arrow, and it's been there for a while. We got almost 75% of the target going back up and then coming down. So VIX had a move, needs to have like a pullback for another move. This is going to be a choppy, sloppy, but VIX is going to be ultimate move to here. So if it gets there, I would say probably that's going to be the bottom of the market. So look at the top here. So that's going to be nice topping formation here. Here is the trend as well. So if you just follow this trend, easily you can come up with this. If we break above this, that's going to be a huge move to the year. I don't think so. So VIX had its move, and possibly that's going to be a consolidation to the upside. Dixie had a downtick today. So Dixie is in consolidation. In this wide range bar, we got back into kind of consolidation. So if it consolidates more, Dixie has another more upside or more room to the top. I believe it's going to happen. Even if it not get there, it's gonna have like a halfway to get there to 107. So we will see how it goes, but there is another upside or advance acceleration to the upside. Apple had a downtick today, so Apple just went all the way down. It's kind of like a forming M pattern. So if Apple goes down to here, that's gonna be, I believe, the bottom or buying opportunity. So we'll see how it goes. If it take out for bears, they want to take out this pivotal point to go into the downside. Bulls, it's kind of like a disappointing. Look at that. Here's the pivot. Here's the pivot. Look at the shadows here. So we've got shadows there. So 155 to 156. That's going to be the area for resistance. Right now we are at 148. So any pullback to this area, I'm going to be buyer for Apple. Amazon just going down. Another H pattern. Look at that. So this is an H pattern and a double bottom formation for breakout to the downside. So Amazon can go all the way down to here, 84. That's going to be possible right around the corner. I would say Amazon is going to test a new low somewhere around here, here. I don't know. It depends on the market, but I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, if Amazon take out this low, capitulate to the downside, and that's going to be the bottom. Meta's coming down nicely, shooting a star, again followed through yesterday's session. So Meta, same as Apple. So if we clean out this pivotal point, it's going to go down 147, 160. So that's going to be the area to complete or fill this gap. Microsoft had a downtick today. So Microsoft is forming another H pattern. So this is the bigger scale of the H pattern. The same scale from here is coming down. So if we go down, possibly we are getting back to 230. So 230, 235, that's going to be the approach for Microsoft. That's going to be higher low for a nice spike to the upside. And the real one is going to be 290, 280 to 290. So let me tell you, this is the level that I'm looking for Microsoft. So if you get there, that's going to be the level for the next advanced move to the upside. But here we should see the bottom. So the bottom is there. If we get to the bottom, so that's going to be great buying opportunity, at least for one of these areas. So just buckle up. Google, nicely coming down. So I believe this one is going to this area. So the low is there, so 75 to 83, that's going to be the possible scenario for Google. Just make sure that position yourself, order yourself, because capitulation is coming next week or so, or even within next 2-3 weeks, capitulation is coming. Netflix is coming down to this consolidation. Possible bounce is going to be happening to 310, 312. So that's going to be the possible bounce. So here is the area. Here is the area. But this is going to be a bounce selling opportunity for the next move to the downside. Let me just shrink it there. And that's going to be the Netflix. Tesla, the positive day today. If you can't believe that. So Tesla is coming back to this area. Tesla is getting back to this area. So you're just having like a $10, $20, which is going to be 1 day, 2 days move for the Tesla. So if Tesla goes back up to test this area 186, you shouldn't be surprised. That's going to be just dead cat bounce for another sell off to here. So again, when market is signaling for the downside, don't bet on individual stocks to going up. They're going to follow the market. SMH, which is the next move, semiconductor words. So semiconductor is forming kind of like a bearish consolidation to the downside. If it goes there, so that's going to be the possible scenario for the bottom for the semiconductors. Right now we are just forming the bearish consolidation, nothing more. You just follow me. I know that if you are following me, I told you many times that this is gonna be the level to break out for bears to going down. SOXX, the same pattern. We are kind of like mimicking the SMH, the same pattern, Philadelphia Semiconductor Index. So this one is going down to 384, and possibly we are going to backtest this trend line. TSM, nicely coming down. So TSM is going to be the first one. Possibly it's going to break out this level to fill out this gap. 81, 82, that's going to be the level. AMD, coming down, backtest this trend line, this broken trend line, and retracing back up. So we will see, but still, if it consolidates here, that's going to go down to here. NVDA 2% down, followed through yesterday's session. So NVIDIA break out this ending diagonal. But I told you yesterday, I'm just inclining to this one. Even if you're inclining to this one, NVIDIA break out this ending diagonal. This is going to be the end of the rally or high for NVIDIA? I believe so. Even if this is not, we are very, very close. So we will see how it goes, but NVIDIA, I think the hype is over, guys. So we should just wait for to going down. So Texas Instrument, sell-off is initiating again, confirming yesterday rally, yesterday sell-off. So we are just getting below this trend line. And here is the trend line going down. So we'll see we got close below this. We need to clean out this pivotal point to getting down to this area. Lamb Research is the last one. Look at that. So this is very, very beautiful bearish consolidation to the downside here. I believe Lam Research is the first one, which is breaking out this dynamic trend line to the downside. First target is going to be here. Second target is at 380 to 400. So that's going to be the level for Lamb Research. Okay, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.